iPad is the clearest expression of our vision of the future of personal computing. How could we take iPad even further? Today, we have the biggest news in iPad since the iPad. This is the iPad Pro.
And this is how it started and continued to take momentum until the year of 2021, until some crazy guy made about 1 million videos about then rumored 2021 iPad Pro. I've been awaiting the new 2021 iPad Pro. Rumored iPad Pro with mini LED. We've heard these rumors for such a long time, and the first device I want to talk about is the mini LED iPad Pro, the M1 processor, maybe A14X. What are all these rumors? Is 11-inch even coming out? M1 is designed specifically for MacBooks, so it's bigger, and overall the name M suggests that it's kinda for Mac. So the iPad Pro is gonna run A14X, I suppose. I also expect Apple to introduce A14X processor, just like I said recently. I don't think it's gonna be M1 chip. That's definitely not the case since it's more designed for MacBooks. More rumors say that 11-inch Pro is not gonna get mini LED, 12.9-inch is gonna get it, and they all get confused, and we actually don't know anything about it at this point. So yeah, these were good times, but they are gone. And today, finally, I got my package and I'm ready to unbox the 2021 iPad Pro. So without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, the package is right in front of me. What we should see after the unboxing is the 11-inch 256GB space gray iPad Pro model. So let's go ahead and unbox this thing finally. It's always so neat with Apple. You almost don't need a knife for that. Okay. There we go. I think we can throw this off. Okay, finally we have it, the 11-inch iPad Pro 2021 M1 model. I think we can throw this now off and focus directly on the box and the iPad, as well as the first impressions and initial gaming test, as well as my first thoughts about this product. Okay, now let's go ahead and open this thing up. But before we open up, as you can see, it's 11-inch model, 3rd generation Wi-Fi, 256GB space gray model. So now, without me unnecessary talking, let's go and open this thing up. Ever such a fantastic feeling when you open the new product up, especially when it's a product from Apple, since you know they treat you pretty premium when it comes to the overall package and everything. And now let's go ahead and open this. Just as people said, it's pretty much goes harder than you would think, but I guess it's gonna go away anyway. Okay, I think we can put this on the side. Here is our iPad. We are gonna take a look into this a little bit later. And now here is the star of the show. Wait a second, that's not it. Yeah, typical paperwork, I guess. But I am looking for something special here. Nah, that's not it. Yeah, that's the star. 2 Apple stickers, I guess that's the best. Screw the iPad, that's what matters. 2 Apple stickers, yeah. Oh, I'm crazy. Okay, so the regular paperwork, I guess nothing is here anymore. And as you can see, we have a charger. I think it's a 20-watt power adapter. Typical for Europe, since I live in Europe, so it's not the typical, Apple US charger, I guess. We also have the regular USB-C to USB-C cable to charge our iPad, since this iPad Pro generally. The first 11-inch iPad Pro model supported the USB-C, this one supports Thunderbolt, but of course you charge it with the quite regular USB-C cable. Most people really care about this and love the fact that this one is a USB-C, not a Lightning anymore, since it's becoming more and more convenient to use these cables. So yeah, I guess that's pretty cool. And now let's take a look at our iPad. Of course, the most important thing goes to the left here. There we go. Yeah, so this is our 11-inch space gray iPad Pro. I gotta tell you, it's pretty light, extremely thin. I didn't actually know this would feel this thin the way it is. I mean, my iPad mini 5 right here, we can also make a quick size comparison. This one feels extremely thin and extremely light, but yeah, I guess the Pro, the weight balance is extremely good here, and it doesn't really feel much heavier. And I also gotta tell, I really like the color. I was pretty sure I would get the silver one, but ever since I have the silver iPhone 7 as well as silver iPad mini, I thought, nah, let's go for space gray. And to be honest, I really don't regret it. It looks fantastic. And now with my unnecessary talking, let's unbox this thing further. Ever so satisfying of a feeling. There we go, so this is our iPad here. I gotta tell you, it looks much better in a real life than it looks on camera. It's actually pretty compact, it's actually fantastic. The weight, it's really light, the form factor, I gotta love it. But about that in just a second. And now let me go ahead, boot this thing up, as well as configure this and further. And then I can go back with my initial impressions as well as gaming tests. So I've been using M1 iPad Pro for over 2 days right now, and millions of hours came out of that usage. And I was just going to talk a little bit in that first impressions about the spec and usual stuff, but I said, hey, these are first impressions. This is my first iPad Pro that I bought, and maybe I should talk a little bit differently than all of those tech YouTubers that do their job perfectly fine, but there are just other things that I want to talk about, and that will be much more important for you in these first impressions than actually just talking and reciting to you specs and saying how overpowered and overkill this thing is. So yeah, welcome to my conception. And the first thing I want to touch upon when talking about this product is its design. And not from a perspective that it doesn't have a home button or headphone jack or stuff like that, but more from a feeling and usage and workflow and efficiency that this product gave me during my last 2 days of usage. All of these specs that you have on this thing, that overpowered processor, 8 gigs of RAM, big internal storage, promotion display, cameras, microphones, these 4 stereo speakers, Thunderbolts, this extreme thinness, all of this is fine, but individually it doesn't really mean much. But once you actually start using this device and start noticing little by little how seamless and perfect the experience can be, it's just crazy not to talk about it. Like, sure, as I said, and will say it probably many times, the fact that we have so much power here would be nice to give us pro apps or things like that. But there is way more to that. You see, this extra specification that you don't have on other iPads, this extra RAM, this more storage, this 120 Hz that people say it's just a marketing. Well, all of these specs individually seem to really mean nothing. But once you put all of that together and you actually pick this thing up and start using it compared to any other tablet or device, and you actually start using the accessories with it, you will realize how seamless experience this gives you. So is this overpriced? Well, it's not cheap. But I would risk to say that it is definitely not overpriced and far from expensive. And the reason for that is that seamless experience of usage that you have with this device. You see, all of this design, the specs, the way it works, the fact that apps are not gonna close, the fact that there is something about this device, this design, this usage that just makes you wanna use it more. And it can be used for so many ways. Productivity, fun that you have, that you cannot trade for money, and all of the other things that this thing enables you. This is not expensive if you actually think about that. This is pretty much a complete package that you get in a device like that. You see, you have tremendous power, you have great display, very smooth display, tons of RAM that spare you all the nerves and anger when your apps are closing and bugging and lagging, since this is not happening here because the hardware is so overkill and because all of the things that Apple put in here. You wanna play music, you have terrific 4 stereo speakers that really sound fantastic. You have that Thunderbolt port. You even have the cameras that people are joking about. Hell, you even have that flash. Like, what does flash in camera mean? Like, it's pointless. But it just shows you that they literally put everything here so you can almost have a seamless and perfect experience, as good as you can have with iPad OS. And that's the thing about this product, that it just works. Yeah, you may not be one of those people who just go out and take photos with your tablet, but you do have that capability. You wanna record some video, you do have terrific microphones, you have the power to edit this video, the apps and kinda software to edit photos, thumbnails and things like that on this. You have apps like Notion that enable you to take better notes, stay more productive, you can do research. And this seamless experience here, and by that I mean it's just everything works flawlessly. Apps are not closing, you don't experience the bugs due to a lack of RAM that you may have experienced on previous iPads or maybe some cheaper models. You just have everything here and you feel like nothing is missing. Sure, the software is not like mind-blowing, it's still iPad OS that's slowly developing, but if you actually think about it, that extra hardware, extra smoothness, extra fun, better sound and better overall quality gives you the feeling that you can actually do more than with other iPads, even though it's just a feeling probably. But actually, if you think about it, your apps are not closing, you are saving time, things are opening faster, working smoother, and you have more storage than on other base model iPads. So that already gives you an advantage and potential investment when using this. And this whole experience with this device for the past 2 days, it's done everything I wanted and it has done it perfectly well. Gaming, multitasking, and actually there is one funny thing. I'm still using my iPad mini 5, and before I bought this M1 iPad Pro I said, yeah, I would probably use these two simultaneously. And that's the truth. I have these two iPads that should compete with each other, but somehow they complete each other instead of competing. Mini is still great for note-taking since I just got used to that size. I like the thumb typing, I even like the Apple Pencil experience, and even some gaming since it's so light and still so good. But this Pro has advantage in that overall complete package, that multitasking, that extra power, that capabilities, that high refresh rate, that fun when consuming media when you can just play things out of these stereo speakers and it sounds so well.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms.
And the display is so beautifully calibrated, so bright, so colorful. It's not mini LED since it's an 11-inch model, and it's still such a fantastic screen that you just wanna enjoy it and use it for over and over and over again. And that is the message I wanna convey in my first impressions. It's the fact that Apple put in this product everything they could, every extra spec they could put, they actually did with this machine. And Now, when you buy this or you are potentially interested in this, you will experience that seamless feeling of usage, like even Face ID. You no longer even have to press the button or anything to unlock your device. You just use it with a keyboard, press space, again space, and it just unlocks you because it has already scanned your face. Like, it's all so seamless. It's really hard to describe it. It's just not some decent usage, fast usage. It's just seamless, doesn't have any bugs, doesn't have any slowdowns, it just works. It never even closed an app on me. Like, literally maybe like what, 1 or 2 times when I was extremely pushing it. But other than that, it's keeping everything. When I go back to LumaFusion, things are not suddenly turning black because there is lack of RAM. There are no such thing as that. And that's the thing with this product. And to show you truly what I mean, I just wanted to upload also some quick highlights of gaming by the end of this video to show you that all of this usage reflects in gaming, and gaming reflects in the usage, the way the screen looks, the way the animations are fast and smooth, and the way that apps are being held and the speakers sound and can sound actually for a long time, because the battery here, it's advertised about 10 hours. Well, I wouldn't expect more, but I can tell you that I could easily squeeze out 11 hours out of this. So all of this just gives you that fun experience and that flawless experience. And you know that you paid more when you see that there are very few things that actually annoy you. Sure, you wanna push this thing to the limit? Okay, I mean, you're gonna face some probably software issues, but it's an iPad, and it is as good of an iPad as it can get. And if you click on this video to just see an unboxing and potential gaming test of Call of Duty Mobile, PUBG Mobile, of course after this part there's gonna be another part of me playing these games and actually showing you the performance and the overall experience with this M1 iPad Pro, so make sure to stay for that. And also, if you like the video, why not go ahead and press the like button? I mean, come on, that's cool, that's pretty cool. And if you liked what you saw, you may want to consider subscribing, since I will be definitely doing and making more and more videos about this M1 iPad Pro, as well as other things considering productivity, Apple news, reviews, comparisons, and much more. So if you want to stay for longer, why not? So hopefully you enjoyed. Until next time. And now let's go ahead with my gaming demo of Call of Duty Mobile, PUBG Mobile, Minecraft Pocket Edition. And if you wanna see more gaming videos of M1 iPad Pro, just make sure to let me know in the comments. I will definitely make a gaming test or something like that considering this product. So I'm saying goodbye to you until next time, and let's go ahead with the gaming test.
Backup! Enemy down! Enemy contact! Need backup! Target down! Target need backup! Target inside! Tango down! Reloading! Need backup! Reloading! Cover me! Enemy contact! Tango down!
about to win.